ParadoxOSC is an object show YouTuber with almost 50,000 subscribers, who has gained that audience off of stealing other people's art and making compilation videos as lazy as you possibly can. This guy's showed up in my community posts, section of YouTube a lot, because he also just posts really generic community posts like, who's your favorite character? Oh, what would you want this character to do? Oh, if you met your favorite BFDI character, what would you... It just keeps showing up. And I wasn't going to make a video about him. But first of all, he is 20 years old. He is older than me. He was born in 2004. He's going to be 21 this year. There is no excuse for this behavior. And secondly, I didn't know if he actually just stole people's art, because I like to assume people give credit. He doesn't get permission. One of my mutuals on Twitter, so they've deleted their post for some reason. I'm not going to say who they are, but they pointed out how their art was stolen, which means, at least for most of these people, I don't think he's getting permission. Even if he does credit the artists, it's not like he's doing comic dubs or anything. He's just posting their art on his YouTube shorts and then getting views off of it. Hundreds of thousands of views from other people's art that he doesn't own. And I don't think that's a good thing. Especially because I went to check his shorts today and I saw art by a notorious Twitter person who is extremely homophobic. And I mean, steal from horrible people, but also, you should know better. That's a horrible person that you're stealing from, and that's just telling, I think. Also, his object sonar is really lazy. It's just Needle. I hate people like that. I mean, there's a lot of OSC YouTubers who just use already existing characters and they put one little cosmetic on them and then suddenly that's their OC, like Bookeymations. But Bookie gets a pass because all of his content is actually original. Also, book sonars have been around for ages, but well, that's besides the point. 20-year-old man stealing people's art, crediting them, which I guess is good, but that you can't just credit people. You need to get permission, which he's not. His content is just almost as content farmy as you can get. He's not just posting the absolute lowest end, but it's pretty much low-end content. Half of his videos are reacting to fan art, which is basically just drawings of Needle. And his other half is like, oh, this is how I would react to a character getting eliminated with a funny meme. That's not content. Who watches this? Children, because that's what the OSC is. And I think the OSC deserves better role models than YouTubers like this, who just steal art and post low-end compilation videos. I know my content isn't awesome, I react to BFDI, but at least I'm, giving an input, I'm saying something, I don't know, I obviously if you think I'm bad, that's fine. But this guy has almost 50k. Say what you want about YouTubers like Trollse, who I don't particularly like his content, but at least, he edits things, he's got good editing, he actually, speaks. It's not my style, but there's effort, and that's just go watch YouTubers who actually try, There's lots of object YouTubers like Paradox, but he's becoming one of the really popular ones. Other content farms I just don't really see them, and they'll appear on my YouTube channel oh, this episode, it's only when this character's on screen, which have been around for ages, but they're just posted by everybody. And it's just some of these people are monetized. I don't know if Paradox is monetized. He has the ability to become monetized. He's got a lot of subscribers. But I have YouTube Premium, so I don't know if he gets ads. I can't tell. But it's just so low end that it makes me sad. I don't want this entire video to be about him. So I will talk about another YouTuber. If you guys remember, a person on YouTube. He doesn't post anymore because of the horrible controversy. I don't support him anymore. We used to be friends. Not anymore. Which is why I'm not going to be biased, because I don't even like him anymore. He was also pretty much a content farm. He did video essays every now and then, but he also said that he used ChatGPT to write his scripts. So that's awesome. I don't write scripts because I'm I'm not, well, I wouldn't say I'm lazy, I'm just, I can't write, like, to save my life, so I just do things unscripted for the most part. But, like, I can't write scripts, I'm not gonna use AI to do it for me, that's super lazy, and, like, that's not your content at that point, and I just think that's also stealing. A while ago, a person on YouTube actually made a video about LGBT representation, and he credits me in the description, for inspiring him, and that was awesome. I hope he didn't take my video and just, like, use AI or something. I don't think he did, but it just kind of hurts to think about now. A person on YouTube's a horrible person, but he was one of the biggest YouTubers for a long time in the OSC for content that, again, was mostly just clips of object shows in a compilation. And I guess that takes some editing, but I don't know. I only ever really, I never watched his content. He was just my friend. But not anymore. There's also something else with Paradox, which really pushed me over to make this video. On this community post today, as I'm recording this, the 30th of August, yeah, it's August, he made a community post talking about how him and Giant Snowball, who is a horrible person, I'll get to him, made polls about which character you want to win Teapot, is it a boy or a girl, or, for both of them, Paradox put no gender, aka price tag and winner, and Giant Snowball put this one or that one for price tag and winner, which people complained about on Twitter because they are non-binary, they aren't no gender, and they aren't this or that. That just seemed very transphobic to post. That's why people were mad. They weren't mad that you guys were voting for that you wanted men to win. That's what they took it as. And that's just really telling of what type of people they are. I know Giant Snowball's like 15, I think. He's not an adult. But Paradox is grown-ass man. And it's just Giant Snowball. I don't even want to get into Giant Snowball. If you watch Giant Snowball, just get away from me, unsubscribe immediately, because he's an absolute horrible person. He makes fun of people who are objecting, which, okay, I'm not going to explain that. If you don't know what it is, it's harmless, it's literally nothing, and he's just an absolute asshole about it. I'm not objecting. I'm just mad on behalf of those people. And also, he's just like he's so into drama, whenever anything happens, he's straight onto it. Same with Cloudymations, or Cloudymations, I don't know how to pronounce them. Both of these guys' sonas are just the object show characters again, by the way. Snowball and Cloudy. Do you people have any originality in your bodies? I'll give Giant Snowball one thing, he actually talks in his videos. I don't watch him because I'd like to keep my head on. I don't have to shoot myself whenever I watch content. But yeah. I'm sorry this video was mostly about ParadoxOSC. I just makes me mad how people are successful off of just stealing things. I don't like that. I don't like how Giant Snowball's successful, and I don't like how Cloudymations is successful, because they also just make fun of people, and you do lazy content, and they get thousands of subscribers, thousands of views, and people who are actually trying get nothing. I've seen so many, like, animators and OSC YouTubers who have, like, less than 1,000 subscribers, or less than 5k, less than me, who are clearly trying so hard and I just aren't getting anything. It makes me mad. You people should go find YouTubers that try. So, if you're still watching, comment on this video an OSC YouTuber that has like less than like 10,000 subscribers that you think is like really cool and awesome. I was going to touch on reaction YouTubers in this, which is what I technically am, but I've decided that I don't really want to get into that because a lot of the reaction YouTubers are like really big and I don't want them to come and kill me. I don't have a problem with reaction content, obviously. I just hate it when people don't react when they're doing reaction content. Like, Derpy Doofus, I don't really like how he reacts, because it's a little bit too much for me, but he does react, so I'll give him that. He's like an actual reactor. I just hate people who post reactions that, like, don't say anything for like 5 entire minutes, or never pause the video to, like, say their opinions, so they miss things. but I'm not going to talk about reaction YouTubers that much. I'm really tired. I haven't been feeling too great. And now I just feel worse because I'm just like seeing all of these people who just don't care, and it makes me sad. OSC YouTubers need to be better role models because some of us are adults. Paradox is 20, and I keep saying that because he doesn't seem like he is. And most of the people in the OSC are like under 13, a lot of them are children, and they'll be the ones watching your content. You need to be better for them. I don't want to be a role model though, don't come to me. I'm gonna make the Animatic Battle 2 reaction sometime soon, when I'm not so tired, because obviously I want to be awake when I watch things. So don't worry everyone. I have videos planned. I was going to make a video about OSC safety, which is where I was going to talk about a person on YouTube in depth because of the now not so recent drama. If you know, you know. I still might do that, but for now, if any of the YouTubers I mentioned watched this video, hi, if you're still somehow watching. I don't care what your opinion is. You don't deserve to have an opinion. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys some other time.